Hey, are we back? Maybe? No. Thought I was back. Man, it is all over the place here. Hello. Alright. That's green. That's good. Maybe. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed, and I'll just blame Comcast, because they're easy to blame, right? Yeah. I think we're stable now. It's kicked me over to the 2.4 gigahertz band, which is fine. I think the speed should be fine there. Let me give this a refresh, see if anyone's still around. Maybe. Let's see. All right. Yeah, it's looking stable. Okay, so maybe we just needed to restart there. Oh, come on. Nope. Maybe. Yeah, it is unhappy today. That's weird. It's going from like perfectly fine and stable to nothing. This is fun. Let's see. See if there's any issues. One time they hadn't had an outage, but it says it's fine. No outages. I'm hoping. I used to have a lot better luck with AT&T, believe it or not. And they just ran a fiber line to the sub, the new sub they put in behind me, but they hadn't run it to my house. But I think they just came by and ran it down the street. Okay, seems a little better now. See, it keeps doing this bouncing thing. I'm getting like crappy speed. It says I'm up and running. I don't know if I believe you, speed test. Let's try it. We'll try it. If it's too terrible, let me know, and we'll just give up. But hopefully it'll go. Hoping it'll be stable. All right. Let's give it a shot. So we've got our projects here. Let's actually close that one down. Close that one. Okay. So I'm going to leave this one here so I can copy paste, but I'm going to start a new one because I want to just leave one as a, like this is just a plain boring one. So again, we're going to skip the Java FX. We're going to go right to Java application because NetBeans doesn't know how to use the right versions here that we want to use. And Oracle just lost at the Supreme Court. They tried to sue Google for copying part of the Java API when they made Android. And the Supreme Court ruled that was fair use. But they totally dodged the question on whether or not you could actually copy, or I'm sorry, patent? I think patent. Patent, copyright, one of the, I forget the two, whether or not you could do that with an API. They just said, no, what Google did here was fair use. So totally cleared that up for everybody. All right, we'll call this one controls. So that was nice. They wanted $9 billion from Google for copying 11,000 lines of code or so from the Java API. So apparently that was their long game, and that's why they bought Java, right? Not a big fan of Oracle and Mr. Ellison. Yeah. I mean, I think Android makes Google money because it indirectly sort of lets them sell ads to people and spy on you. Sort of. I don't know, it's interesting. Fun little ecosystem there. And I just heard LG is exiting the hardware space, and they will no longer sell smartphones. So we're down to just a couple, Samsung and Apple, and I don't know who else makes them now. That's a little bit of a bummer. So I feel like having some competition there is good. But maybe they got scared off with a folding phone. Do you guys want a folding phone, by the way? Do you want a phone that folds? It just seems like a bad idea to me, but maybe I'm just an old man and I'm grumpy. All right, so we'll come back and we'll copy a couple of these things in here. So let me get my... I mean, the idea was kind of neat. Like, you could, like, fold it a little bit, and then you could watch it and, like, have its own stand built in, but they also make, like, little phone cases that have this little thingy here that, like, doubles as a kickstand, so... Yeah, it seems like a thing. I mean, I give my phone to my kid all the time, and, I don't know. Maybe that's my own fault for doing that. You want a physical keyboard. You Team BlackBerry there, Ricky P? All right, so I'm going to grab this Add Modules line. I'm going to come to my project. I'm going to go to Libraries. I'm going to add a library. We're going to add the JavaFX matching version. So I'm on 16, and this will be 16. And then we'll go to the project properties. We'll go to Libraries, make sure we're using the matching Java platform. We're good there. Go to the Run tab. We'll add it to the module path as well. Java 16 there. And then we'll go to the Run portion, to the VM option, and paste in that line. And we should be good to go there. Now I'm just going to grab all my imports because this will save me just a little bit here. I mean, NetBeans will go and import them for me, but if I copy paste those in, it'll just work. There we go. Ooh, I wonder if that's going to screw that up. We named it JavaFX. We'll see. I tried to put a dash in there, but it doesn't like dashes. That's okay. So we extends application, and then we need our main and our launch and our start. There we go. Come back in here, do a little more copy paste-a-roo. It's copy pasta, I think some people like to call it. Yeah, I've never been a big fan of things that seem easy to break. So I do worry about folding phones. I guess the technology's coming along, but I don't know. Google's going to make their own chips. Wow. See, that level of, like, understanding electronics blows my mind. And the people who get into electrical engineering are amazing. I just like to tell the computers what to do. I don't like to have to worry about how to design chips and hardware and stuff, but I'm so glad we have smart people who like that sort of thing, which is cool, right? And some electrical engineers take some coding classes, which is fun. All right, so we've got it all set up. Now we need to add our Fxml file. So let's go and add our new... oh, it's not there. Okay. So NetBeans decided to get stupid again. Notice it's not in the list to add an Fxml file. It's okay. Don't worry. NetBeans is just dumb. So go to File, New Project. Go to JavaFX, and notice they're all grayed out again because my NetBeans forgot. So I just click Next. It'll go and turn it back on. Don't know why, but sure. There we go. Okay, then we can cancel. It did it. Now we should be able to go and add a new empty Fxml file. There we go. It remembered. And sure, Fxml, why not? We'll just leave it there. Yes, we want a controller. Make sure we use a controller here. And we don't care about cascading style sheets for now. Okay. We've got our file, and I'm going to open this in Scene Builder. So if you go to Tools and Options, and you go to the Java section, and you go to JavaFX, if you tell it where you installed Scene Builder, this will hook up as a one-click open, and you don't have to go find it in Scene Builder. This was an amazing shortcut. Thank you for pointing this one out. All right, so then I just right-click and I say Open, and it should open it Scene Builder for me, which is awesome. So just give that a second to think. Right, it's not the fastest thing, but it ought to go there in a second. Maybe. Okay. Awesome. We got it. So now we can start playing with some controls. Okay. Let me grab this over here. All right. So what is fun with the cascading style sheets is you can style all of your objects at once instead of having to do one object at a time. Again, styling is fantastic and wonderful, and we love things that are pretty. It's not something I'm good at, unfortunately. And I've never spent any time looking at human-computer interaction sort of stuff. So I am all about function over form. So any way that you can get it to work, I'll be happy. It can be ugly, and that's okay. If you make it pretty, great. That's awesome. And it is something to aspire to make our user interfaces pretty. But again, let's look for workable first and then pretty after. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about the style sheets. You can pick all that up yourself there. All right. Colors, sure, that's all fun. Man. Yeah, he spends a lot of time talking about those. Okay, so let's look at some other controls that might be useful for us. Right. It's not a container, sorry, a control. So some people like sliders. I'm a fan of sliders. I think sliders are kind of fun. So let's throw a slider in here. And then let's throw a label in as well. And we'll see if we can control this slider and make the label change as we go. Okay, so I'm going to, because I need to be able to interact with this label in code, I'm going to go set the ID, the FX ID for it here. So the FX ID, we'll just call this our text label, I guess. That's kind of a boring name, but that's fine. Okay. And then, sure, let's make it bigger. So this is what you can avoid. If you do a cascading style sheet, right, we can apply a given format to everything and not have to do it one at a time. But, you know, it's not the worst to do it right now. We're not doing too many of these. So I'm just going to crank this up. We'll go Comic Sans. Best font out there. Okay. And maybe let's see if I can move that label a little bit. Okay. And we'll go back to our slider. Now the slider has some cool properties here. A min and a max. And increments. Right? We can show some tick marks to show, right? We have major tick units. Let's do major ticks every 10 and a minor tick every 1. How's that look? 10 and 1? We'll give that a shot. Oh, minor tick count. I'm sorry. How many minor ticks in between? Sorry. That's so we'll get 10 majors, and then between how many minors we want every time. 1's probably okay. And let's go min of 1 here. Let's see if that's going to mess it up or not. It might, but that's okay. I want to start at 1, get up to 100 here. Okay. So, and we don't need to snap to the ticks, because we do want to be able to adjust it otherwise. So we've got some cool properties here. Then what we want to do is we want to go to its code here, and what happens when we do something with it. Right? Well, what do we want? Well, so we want when we start dragging, when the dragging's done, when the dragging's dropped, when the dragging entered, exits. We've got all sorts of different options here for which one we want. Right? And they're all related to, it's a swipe, we could do touch, yeah, zooms. I think we'll be fine with on drag detected. Let's give this one a shot. We'll call this our slider moved. Okay, so we're going to hook it up with an event handler. So this is the event we want to care about if someone wants to use a slider. The sliders are kind of fun inputs, especially if you just want to make it easy, like, hey, how much do you want to bet? Right, we can hook up a slider there, like that. That's always fun. And then we're going to go back to NetBeans, and we'll right-click and say Make Controller. Turn that into a controller for me. Now we should get some controller code. Nope, I forgot to hit save. Save it. There we go. Changes are saved. Now we should be able to make a controller. Oh, I opened Scene Builder twice. Open twice. There we go. All right, so now we get the text label. Now we get the slider, our slider moved event. You know, let's go and add an ID for our slider too, for fun. This is the slider. Okay, I just want it in there. We'll come back to that in a minute. But we'll make controller. That should pop back up. There we go. All right, so when it's moved, right, we have the slider. because I want to be able to get the properties off of it. So slider dot. Right, and these are all the things the slider can do. Right, get min, get max, get our ticks, those sorts of things. We just want the value. How about get value? That should tell us what value it's on. So as it's moving here, we want to take that value. Right, what do we want to do with it? Well, for now, let's just set our label. So let's take our text label, set text, and let's set it to the slider value. And right, it's unhappy because it's a double value, and we want it as a string, so we just call it toString. Usually when we've been doing output, this sort of toString stuff happens automatically. With set text, it is not. Well, that's okay. Oh, look at that. We can't even do that with a double. Right, because a primitive double type doesn't have any methods. That's okay. So we want, let's see. Were you able to get the add Fxml option there, Vivanzo? Because sometimes it forgets how JFX works. So try the file new project and add a new JFX project and make sure everything's lit up there. With new project JFX, if it's not lit up, it forgot. So it's possible if you opened a previous project, you already had the file and it just forgot. Because NetBeans is dumb sometimes. All right, so it doesn't like that. Well, we can say a new string, and string has a constructor that takes a double, right? No? Double. No, it does not take one that takes a double. I was wrong. All right. Double dot toString given a double slider dot get value. Okay, we'll get it. One of these methods will work. So the double wrapper class has the toString method. We can hand a primitive double type, and it will turn it into a string for us. All that work for that. Goodness. Let's try it. Well, was this like a brand new project you made, or did you open an existing project? Because like you could have the XML files previously from the existing project. Because it won't have the make controller if it doesn't know that that exists. If that fails, just close NetBeans and reopen it. That might be the next step. But sometimes NetBeans is obnoxious like that. Ooh. Uh-oh. It's not doing it as we drag. It's only doing it when we grab it there. Well, that's not what we want. We're not getting the right events here for it to update as it's going. But it's getting close, right? We're able to kind of get some values here. So these events are a little bit particular here. Okay, yeah, close NetBeans reopen. It is dumb for some reason. I'm sorry. We'll say on drag done. Let's try that. We can add the same event handler to our slider. See if that makes it, oh, slider, come on, slider. And maybe on drag over. We'll add it to a bunch of them, why not, right? What could go wrong here? Let's go back and make our controller. Okay. Slider moved. A drag event. Okay. That's a little bit different here. We'll add the same thing. See what we get. You got 78.0. Yeah, I think we need to do a little bit better on our rounding here. So maybe we do want to snap. Let's see what we get. Uh-oh. Nope. Still not updating as we slide. I'm not getting all the right events here. And then clicking around doesn't do anything because I'm not dragging. We need more event handling here, Mr. Slider. Mouse. On mouse moved. Oops, we do slider moved. You gotta find the right events here. And this is part of the fun. Nope, not the label, not the slider. There we go. Not doing swipe or touch. No rotations. Ooh, on mouse released. That's a good one. Let's try some of those. We'll find the right one here. Okay. Let's give that a shot. And if this fails, we just go to Google, right? Google is helpful. Let's see. Did it start? Oh, there it is. Sorry, I had one open already. Oh, we got to 100. So now I can click it and it's responding. I can drag it. No, it doesn't move as it doesn't update as I drag still. It's better though, now I can click. Let's see. We might just need to go to Google. Ah. Yeah. Change event. Maybe we can do it. That's interesting. All right. Yeah, it's got a... Ah, this one's fun. Okay, so instead of using these events, here's the value changed. There's that. I don't think that's in here, is it? Nope, there's a value property we can watch. That's fun. But none of these are really doing the trick for us, right? You can see it's not happening. Maybe on scroll? No, I think that's the scroll wheel on a mouse. All right, so let's take these ones out. Delete all these. Not doing what we wanted here. We can fix it. All right, did we get them all? Oh, one more. Slider move. Okay. There we go. Go back, make our controller. And okay, those. So notice the Fxml tag got taken off, so that it didn't remove the methods for us, but they're not tagged anymore. We don't want any of those. Okay, let's try this. Let's try our slider dot. There's a value property here. And what we can do to this one now, like as that value changes, we can add a listener. Okay, so this here we can do as an anonymous method here. We could add our own listener class if we wanted that it implements this listener, or we can just add this here. So let's say this is our observable, an old value, a new value. And we use this cool lambda notation. See if this works for us here. Lambda, and what do we want to do? Well, when it changes, we want to take our text label. We want to set the text. Oh, I shouldn't have gotten rid of that. Now I have to type it all again. That's okay. Double.parse double. Slider I get value. Oh, is it unhappy with us? I know, I converted it. Okay, it should be fine. Let's see if this will work for us. Errors? Come on, what's my error? Incompatible types. I know. Didn't I? It's not parse double. Okay, I thought I fixed it, but no. Double to string. There we go. Let's give that a shot. Look at that. So what we've done is we've hooked it up. So instead of using a particular event handler, we're hooked right into when this value changes. We're calling this method here with an anonymous listener. That's what this lambda sets up. I think we talked real briefly about these. We could do anonymous methods here without having to create it so that it matches and hand it there. So it can take these values and do something with them. I think we could even give it the new value here if we wanted. I think we gave it a new value. Let's try that. We give it new value. A number can't be converted to double. Dot. Is this one just toString? Let's try that. Let's see if we can just toString it. All right, and let's run that one. Yeah, all right. So that hands me the new value. Boom, boom. So if we wanted to be a little better here, that's a little bit ugly still. Maybe we can do some snapping. Let's come back and see if we can change some of these properties. So make it a little bit bigger here, kind of clean that up. Let's see. So let's try and snap to ticks here, and let's add some more minor ticks then. Right? Let's see if we can add a couple more. Let's see if we have 9. Is 9 the right number? 9 might be the right number. We'll try that. And I think that's all we need there, right? Okay. Give that a shot. See if we can get that to snap on the individual ticks. Oh, no, it's still not really snap. Okay. Oh, when I let go, it snaps. There we go. That's fun. Can I get like 86? 86, okay. Well, it's getting close. Not too bad there, right? And kind of a large slider, but all right, here we go. Let's do this. Let's see if we can make a terrible UI. Just for fun. We'll kind of play with these sliders here, okay? It'll be fun. Okay, let's do this. So let's go back here. Let's change this here to 1 to 10 there. Increments of 1. Major tick unit 1. We don't want any minor ticks. Can we get rid of the minor ticks? Here. And then I'm going to add a label, right? Because this labels can also be used to describe things. Oh, and actually this should start at 0. I'm sorry. I'm going to go from 0 to 10 here. Label. This is our tens here. Yeah, you guessed it. We're going to have one slider for tens, and I'm going to copy paste in. We're going to have another slider for ones. And this will be our ones. Right? Ones. Yeah, go from 1 to 10. All right, so now they need different names though. So this one here should be the ones slider. And this one should be the tens slider. Okay. And I'm going to take the text off of this label because that was making me sad. Or we'll put a $sign in here to start. We'll start at 0. And you know what? That one should start. This should be a minimum of 1 to 10. Oh, this should go to 1 to 9, right? Because we want to go from $1 to $9. And this is from 0 tens to 10 tens. Let's try that. Minimum of 0. Okay. Let's try that to start. I just keep adding that to my text. Here we go. See if we can have some fun with this one. We'll make our controller. we got one slider, we got a 10 slider. Don't have this slider anymore. We're going to get rid of that one. Right, it's not tagged with the Fxml. So we need a 10s slider. And we don't actually want to do just this anymore. We're going to need to change it up a little bit here. Okay, but that's all right. So maybe we do want a single method that has a name, so we don't need to repeat ourselves, or we could just call another method from in here. That's probably easiest, actually. We'll call an update slider, or update label. We'll call a method. We'll say, hey, when you want to do this on the 10 slider, we'll update, and we'll also do it on the 1 slider. We'll call update label. And says, oh, I don't know what an update label is. That's fine, let's make a method. Okay? Oh, goodness. All right, so we need to get the values out, right, to find out what that value is. So we're going to have a int for value, starts off at 0, and then we're going to get the value of the ones, right? So we'll get the 1 slider dot get value, and that is currently a double. Well, we really want, hey, good morning there, Moraeus. We're having some fun here building a terrible UI. All right, so the 1 slider will get the value, and we want to add that to our value, right? So we'll take our value plus equals the get value there. Oh, I'm doing well. Happy Monday. Okay, and then we'll take the value plus equals our 10 slider, get value. But really we want that times 10 there, right? Value times 10, add to value. And then we can take our label, set text, and we want to set it to the value we gave it here. Value, integer, toString, the value. There we go. Turn it into a string so we can set the text. Let's give that a shot, shall we? See if we can play with our sliders. You know, those tick marks don't even have any labels, do they? They just have units. That's a bummer. That's okay. Let's see. It'd be nice if we had some units there. We'll figure it out. So let's see. If I do the 1s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Awesome. And then the 10s. Uh-oh. 29, 39. It looks like I can change it here, but it doesn't. Uh-oh. So it's not really snapping super well here. So on this one, maybe we only want it when we do let go, then. Maybe we don't want it to change as we go, because that's a little deceptive there. We're in the middle of class at the moment there, Moraes. If you do Xcam class, you got a little more info. 109. Oh dear, we're getting our bet up too high. So maybe we want to cap it at 99 for this one. This one seems good. Or maybe we don't want to multiply it by 10. Maybe that's our problem. I think multiplying by 10 is the problem. Right? Because as I'm sliding, I'm getting those increments here as I multiply. So let's see if we can fix that. Let's say, let's take our 10s as an integer first. Integer parseInt. We'll parse the double as an int. Then we'll multiply by 10. Oh, no, it doesn't give me a parseInt. Okay, let's try double dot. What else do we get from double? I think we get convert, don't we? Nope, that didn't work. We can just cast it as an int? New integer? Can you give integer? Nope, can't give integer as a double. Oh goodness. Where is our convert to? All right, let's just go Google. Let's take it to Google. Java double to int. I feel like we've done this before. Double.int value. Ah, okay. Double.int value. Like that. Or math.round. Should we round? Math.round might be better. I like that. Let's do math.round. Math.round. Plus equals there. We round it? Okay, so that should round it there and then multiply by 10. Let's give that one a shot. Oh, it's still running. Oops, gotta stop. Posture check. Thank you. Thank you. Exclam class there, Moraeus. We're in the middle of doing something right now. All right. All right. Let's see. So if we round the value first, that should round it to the nearest integer, and then we should be able to multiply it by 10. So now I should get, interesting, 1, yeah, starts off at 1, 11, 21, 31, 41, 51, okay, and this is good, and then when I let go, it's going to snap it to wherever I was. Hey, thanks, Scholar. Appreciate you throwing that command out there. Then we should be able to do the ones. There we go. You know what, though? We didn't have our $sign, and now I'm sad because that's not pretty. So we want to do the $sign plus the value. There. That'll make it look a little prettier. All right, what do you think? So we can use a combination of sliders. Think that's workable? This is feeling like a lot more work now, though, to do a tens and a 1 slider. Oh, you know what? We should start the text as 1. That's why. It shouldn't start as 0. I kept wondering why it was changing. There's our label. Label. This one here. Start as a 1. Okay. So we want to start at $1. That's our minimum bet. Excuse me. And this is just one option. Right? Sliders they're fun to play with. We should be able to get the some values on them though, but I'm not seeing it. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, go up to 101. Oops, it goes up too high. That's right. We got to stop at 99, don't we? We got to change our 10 slider here. We only want to go up to 9, right? Because we're going to bet up to 99. Why is there a slash there? Don't want a slash there. 2 slashes. Every time I save, it adds a slash. Posture check. Yes, thank you. I got my little backboard here, so I'm not slouching too much. Oh, and Scully, I wanted to stretch as well. I mean, I've been talking for too long. Oh. Oh. All right. No, sorry, Morris. We're in the middle of something. All right. So this seems workable. All right. Come on, let's run. Let's play with it. Oh, we don't need those events now either. But we can clean those events up. Clean up some comments. Is it running? Thinks it's running. There it goes. All right. Put the slash back. We got to fix that. We don't want a slash there. Every time we put that in. Alrighty. One more time. See if we can get this pretty. All of this just to get some input here, right? Part of the fun. Let's see. What else is fun to play with then after this? Ah, maybe a menu could be fun. We could try adding a menu. There it goes. All right, $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, looking good on our ones. And then how do our tens? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 90. Go up to 99. Boom. There we go. All right, yeah, my computer's being sad right now. All right, so we're good for now. Why don't we take a little break, and we'll come back in couple minutes, and we'll pick up some other controllers. We'll look at maybe doing a menu, because that's really fun, and could be really useful, right, for like a save game sort of option. Right, we could put that in a menu if we wanted, or we could just have buttons on the screen too. But menus are pretty. So we'll take a look at some of those, and we'll look at how we can take one scene and launch to another scene and send it some information there as well. Okay, sorry for the lag. Hopefully it's not been too terrible. Looks like the bitrate's still kind of all over the place, but we'll take 10, come back and see how it goes. All right, folks, let me throw some more music on, and we can go from there. Oh, did I hit play? Play. We'll go just a little bit shorter. Let's come back, say like 11:07. All right, we'll go from there. Alrighty, folks. Welcome on back. Alright. Oh, the internet has not improved. It's still going like terribly. I did end up just ditching the stream manager on this laptop, so I've got my dual setup now. So hopefully that'll help with some of the lag. It's like just leaving that open, Edge was just eating all sorts of processing and GPU power for whatever reason. Let's get a little more coffee here, and then we'll get moving. Oh, there goes pot number one. First pot of the day is mostly gone. I still have the mug at least, but I do love this mug. This mug is huge. It's quite a nice sized mug. Alright, so let's come back. So we had some fun playing with sliders. Again, they're just a fun little control here. But what if we wanted to give the user an option here? Let's see if we can do that. Right, let's try and see. Let's go back to our scene builder. Now, what if this was actually, say, like a text box here? Wow, sizing here is all funny. There we go. Let's put a little text box in here where the user can type. Text field. There we go. A text field. Sure. And let's call this one something here. This is our text field. Okay, and maybe we'll just put the dollar label over here. And grab another label. Let's put a little dollar sign right here by it. Right? Dollar. Let's make that bigger. There. Oh, that's too big. Too big. Nope, that was the same one. Oh, look at that. It has a slider. How cool is that? Okay. Put that over here. And let's say, how about when the text changes, we also want to put it in our text box here. Right, that's our text field. Okay, so let's come back. We'll make sure we saved our changes here. And we'll come back and make our controller. Now we have a text field. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to set that text field. Field.setText. And we want to give it the same thing. Now I don't actually want the dollar amount though, right? Because I already put the dollar in there. Okay, let's see if we can be changing that text field. Finally using Scene Builder. Did I say something wrong? Or did I do it wrong? All right, there we go. We got our dollars in here. Oh, I didn't start with $1. That's sad. But now I could change this here, and nothing. So maybe we've got a small problem. That's okay. What we're going to do now? Let's go to our text field. Let's take a look at some event handlers here. Text field. Let's see. We want, I think, on action. Let's try this. Text changed. Let's try text changed action, and let's start it with a 1 there, right? Because we want to start it at 1. Okay, we'll come back and make our controller. And then we get a text changed. When the text changes, let's do something. Let's see what it is here. Let's see if we can get the value back out. Right? Let's try. So we'll say if integer.parseInt. Not an if. That's a try. There we go. Try block. Try and a catch. Was that a number format exception or something like that? Sounds right. Exception. ParseInt. Given the text field. Get text. And this will be an int for value. It's equal to that thing. Oh man, the formatting is all off here. Okay, so we're going to try getting the value, and we'll catch that exception. If there's an exception, oh, what should we do? Maybe we'll give them a message, right? Let's throw another label in here, right? Why not? Why not? Let's grab a label. It's right there in front of me. Label. And we're going to blank out the text for this for now. Put this one in red, right? We like red. Sure. There. F0000. That's red. The hexadecimal coloring system is fantastic, by the way. The RGB system. We'll call this our error label. Okay. Give that a save. Come back and make the controller again. All right, so we're going to catch. If there's an exception, we're going to take our error label and we'll set the text to please enter a valid number. Okay, if we do parse and it doesn't raise an exception, I want to set the text to empty. Right? We want to take out that error. If we get past here, then we can get rid of the error. Right? So we'll parse it. Right? Let's see what we get here. $1 SDF. Oh, I had to hit enter before it showed up. 12. Okay, that goes away. Big number. Okay, fine. Throw in some letters. Valid number. Okay. It's looking decent so far. But I don't like that it has to happen on enter. That's not what we want. We want it to, as we're typing, we want it to happen here. Let's see. Do we get any other options? Do we have other options here? That's drag and drop. It's keyboard. Here we go. Here we go. On key pressed, on key released, on key typed. How about on key typed? Let's try that. We'll go to the text changed option. And oh, that's the wrong one. This one here. Got too many windows open. I'm sorry. We'll make the controller. Okay, text change key event. Okay, sure. So same thing here. So we want to do this no matter what here. So I'm going to right click and say refactor. I want to extract. Oh, introduce method. I think that's it. Introduce method. This is check text field. Or I don't know what, try text field. Get, I don't know. I'm running out of good name here. Let's try parsing text field. How about that? Try parsing text field. I like it. Okay, so we can do that same thing in our text changed as well. Okay, let's give that a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ASDF. Uh-oh. Legal argument. Ooh. No argument exception. Where? Well, that's funny. That's like all bad there. What happened? Legal argument exception. Argument type mismatch. Where? In our event handler? Fire event, process event. Huh. Notify key, view key. That's weird. That's really odd. All right. Oh, it's still running. And it didn't seem to be getting on text changed either. Let's see. Oh, it did. 1A. 1A, 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 1A. Okay, there we go. There we go. So it's changing now. So maybe I just needed to close it. I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta restart. Okay, that's looking a little better now, right? Cool. So we probably don't even need this other text changed handler then, do we? Right, we don't need the on action. We can get rid of that one, right? Because we have the on key here. So let's get rid of, we'll make the controller. It should get rid of the tag, and then we know the method we can get rid of because it's not being used anymore. All right, now we don't even need a method for it. All right, that's fine. We'll get rid of it. We'll put it back in here. Look at that. Give that a save. Let's give it a run. See if that's working for us. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Good so far. Now let's see if we can, if it works, right? We want to check to make sure the number's valid. if value is less than 1, oops. Well, for less than 1, we don't want to do anything, right? Or if it's more than 100, right, greater than or equal to 100, we don't want to do anything. So maybe we'll set our error label to enter a value between 1 and 100, or 1 and 99, right? I guess. Else, we're probably good. Right, this way we're making sure we're getting a good value here. Let's give that a shot. All right, we're going to try this. Like, you're doing this incremental programming. Write a little bit, try a little bit, write a little bit, try a little bit, write a little bit, try a little bit. Okay, it's too big, too big, too big. Uh-oh, it couldn't even parse that as an integer. We overflowed. That's okay. That's funny, the error changed. Okay, so we're good so far. So 1, 2, okay. Yep, 99 is okay, 1's okay, 2's okay, 3's okay, on and on and on. We're good so far. All right, so if it's good then, right, now we want to try and update the sliders. Okay, so let's take our slider, our 1 slider, and let's set the value to, well, what value do we want to set it to? We want it to set it to our value mod 10. Right? If we divide out all the 10s, what's the remainder left here? And our 10 slider, we want to set value to the value divided by 10 with integer division, which is fine. So like if it's less than 10, it should give me a 0. If it's more than 10, it should give me a 1. If it's 99, it should give me a 9. Right? We want the integer division here. Is good here. Right? We want those to be ints. Let's give that a shot. See, can we make the sliders change now as we change the text? 10. Uh-oh. 10. There's no 0 on the 1s, is there? Okay. We messed up that slider. The 1s slider should be able to go to 0. Right? Min of 0. Max of 9. Right? Because we should be able to have no 1s. Right? As long as we have at least a 10. I guess I wanted a minimum of 1, but that's okay. I guess we can start at a $0 bet. Start at a $0 bet here. Put that at 0 to start. All right, let's fix all that. So now if we start at 0 with the slider, we should be able to get good values. I didn't realize that. We couldn't do even 10s before. All right, so 0. 1, you move the slider. 2, 3. Oh, but it's putting the cursor at the end there. That's really obnoxious. 2. It's like when I typed a value, oops, like 4. Oh, that was fine. 43, it jumped it to the beginning. 2, it jumped it to the beginning. Why is the cursor jumping? 24, you notice my cursor is jumping to the beginning there? That's weird. Sorry, we're getting close, and as I change it here, it changes the text box as well. Look at that, so now they're linked. 90, 99. Right, I could change the values, 4, 45, right, and it moves those around. That's kind of fun. I knew it, you pointed it out, and I ignored you. I'm sorry, Snake, I'm confused. Oh, the 0 on our 1s here? I get confused, Easy Snake, I'm sorry. You get bonus points for pointing it out. Although I don't know what you pointed out, but that's okay. You can have your bonus points. All right. Cool. Now we got a slider, we got a text box, they're kind of linked. And so one event will change the other, just for fun. Ah. I think I know what's happening. So as I change the value there, it changes the sliders, and then as the slider changes, it changes the text box again, which is messing with my cursor. I think that's why. That's a fun chicken and the egg problem. So if we put this in debug mode, we can watch this. There we go. Let's do that. That's fun. I'll put a breakpoint in. You said 0 because the smallest value was 1. I didn't seem to notice. Yep. No, Snake, you are perfectly correct. Let's change the value here. Oh, and now we hit the breakpoint. So now we're going to try and do these things. So we got the value. Value is good. We set the slider value. And so I want to step in here and see what happens. Oh, it didn't even let me step in. Aha, is that it? Invoke. Delegate, 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 delegate. Oh my goodness. No. Okay, that's not, I didn't want any of that nonsense. Let's go back to here. Can I put a breakpoint in update label? That's what I want to do. We'll see if we can make that hit there. Aha. Let's continue on. Okay. 11. I'm typing. It got text changed. Okay, so we don't need the text change. We want to see if it's going to hit the update. There we go. So it hit update label. So we're triggering the update label because we changed the value on the slider, which triggers this one here. Oh man, so we're updating our label on top of ourselves. So maybe we want to check before we update this. Okay, let's do this. This will be smarter. So we're going to check to see if the value of our text field here. So if the text field dot get value, I don't know, dot get text, selected text, get text. Let me just get, no, okay, just get text. Yep. So if integer dot parse int of the get text does not equal the value, we want to do this thing here. We don't want to update it if it already matches. Right? If the value is already the same thing, then forget it. We don't need to. My goodness, what did we do? Why is it so upset? Just run. Cancel. Cancel. Stop. All we wanted to do was run. It's not running. We broke it. We broke it. It's responding, it's just that. Okay, let's see. Cancel. Yes, cancel. It's not possible. Why? Why would it give me an option to cancel if you can't cancel? They're just teasing me. It is sad. Maybe. Did it go? Okay, finished. Finish? Bug. I don't have an option to do anything. Run. I can't run. Let's just see if we can just build. Clean and build. Will that do it for us? Build? Still no run option. Where'd my run option go? Run file. Does not have a main method. Oh yeah, wrong one. Can I run this one? Aha! Alright, there we go. We'll do the slider, we'll change the value, 55. 1, 2. Oh, it was close. I did bump it though. Seemed like it worked. Oh, so 0 should be a valid value then, right? We want 0 to be valid. Let's go back and fix that. So if it's less than 0, then we're okay. Let's give that a run. Okay, starts at 0, put it at 1. Good so far. 2, 3, 11, good. 12. Now 12 bumped it. That's interesting. You notice that? So like 0 was okay, 1 was okay, 2 was okay. 10 bumped it. So it looks like when we're moving the 10 slider, it's still messing up here. Why is that messing up? Well, so the 1 slider is okay, it's just the 10 slider. Oh, where is it? Where is it? So value's an int. Should be okay. Let's see. Let's try it in debug mode. Let's close it down. See what we're getting here in debug mode when we change the tens value. Okay, so 1. Ah, the text hasn't changed yet. That's interesting. So the value here is 1. We're okay. Update label, we'll continue. Okay, so that was okay. I liked it. Oops, continue. Oh, that's obnoxious. Every time I change it, now it's going to do that. 1, continue. 0. There we go. Okay, so now let's watch it here. So I tried to add the 0. So the value is now 0. So if they both change, because I'm trying to set the values, the first time I change it, it's okay, but the second time, right, so I'm not changing them at the same time. That's a problem. Interesting. You see what's happening? So because I can only set them one at a time, it does change the value, because I'm setting the 1s slider first, and then I'm setting the 10 slider. So when I set the 1 slider, the 10 slider has not been set yet. So it is the wrong value here when I go to update that label. And then it triggers. So can we work around that? Let's see. Can we update those at the same time? So both updating the value. Interesting. Not sure we have a good way to do that. Let's see. Okay, so we'll check here. We'll see if here. There we go. So we want to only do this if the 1s doesn't match or the 10s doesn't match. How about that? Because we can check them individually in value there. A hat. All right. You got it. And in hydration, thank you so much. Sorry, I've got this on the other laptop now, and I keep forgetting to watch over there. And a dad joke, you got it. Why is a hat 1,000 points and a dad joke's only 500? It's the economy of those things is funny. Excuse me. Let's see. I just got a couple new ones for you guys. I posted this one in the Discord, but I think this was really funny. It's you know, if you ever had the old Nintendo system, the NES, where you had to like blow in the cartridges and see if that would make it read any better. The human equivalent of that is really like CPR. If you think about it, you're just blowing in the cartridge to see if you can get it to work again. I don't know if that was actually a dad joke or not. Maybe not. Didn't count? Okay, that's all right. Let's go another one. Let's try. Where'd it go? Got a couple. Man. Did I tell you this one before? They just found a new species of gazelle out there, and apparently its legs are so strong and powerful, it can jump higher than the average house. I mean, it's super strong legs, and I guess the fact that houses can't jump. Is that one any better? Or did I already tell you that one? All right, how about this one? An optimist, a pessimist, and a realist are standing together in a dark tunnel. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. All the pessimist sees is the dark tunnel. The optimist sees the light at the end of the tunnel. The realist sees a freight train. And the train driver sees 3 idiots standing on the tracks. All right, one of those ought to count. Okay, so we need to get the value out of that text field and see if it's matching. Because we're updating it, and it's not updating properly. Because as we update it, the sliders aren't matching what the actual value is. You know, that might not work. I'm not sure we have a good way around that. That's okay. Oh, sorry. Let's see. Oh, dear. Sorry, this is my wife. I don't know if the little guy's in trouble or we'll see. We use the same update label. That's okay. Just breaks program mid-lecture. Also drinks coffee. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's not broken. It works, but it's irritating that it doesn't update properly. We could do it separately. We don't have to do the exact same update label each time. I don't know if that's going to work, though. I'm not sure it's going to work, because as soon as we change the value on it, it wants to update it again. That's a shame. Oh, we get rid of that import. Yeah, I'll have to think about that one. I'm not sure we can get away from that. Because updating at a time, even if we try and check our math here, we want to make sure that it does update each time. It's close. It's close. Right, the slider works. What if I update that to, like, say 70? Puts me back. I just don't like the cursor going back to the beginning. I wonder if there's a way to set the cursor. Let's check that out. Let's see if we can set a cursor. Java text field set cursor location. How to move the cursor location in a text field. Set caret position. Set caret position. Maybe. But, like, what if we do want to be typing here at the beginning? That's going to be annoying. Where is it? There it is. Maybe we could try that. So set caret position. Text field. Oh, that's only if it's not there, right? So only if it changed. So text field. Set caret position? No. Oh, it's not even there. Okay. It's a, what is our FX text field? This one here. All right, okay, so Java FX. We searched the wrong thing. Java FX text field. Here we go. Here's another hit. Yeah, we like cookies. Move mouse. What? Oh, that's the cursor, not... Okay, that's not what we wanted. Set the caret position. Position caret. Ah, that's not... Okay, sure. Let's try that. Is that an option? Dot position caret. There we go. There we go. Put it at where? Where do we want? What value do we want to put it at? After that's done. Well, we want to put it at the get text length, maybe, right? That should go to the end, dot length. See if that works for us. Format. This might solve our problem. Cookies! I know, right? You want all the cookies. Gotta have all the cookies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 44. It's working. Did we do it? I think we did it, fam. Now the problem is if I wanted to put it here. Oh, look at that. It didn't even break it. 22, 52, 62. How is that work? Okay, I don't know how that's working, but it is working. 22, 40, 24. So we just tried enough things, and it's working for us. Look at that. I don't believe it. It's working. That is amazing. So, and look at this. Look at this. I'm going to take this URL here. I'm going to slap it right here, because that's where I got that information from. I will cite my source. That's a good habit, right? All right. That was fun. That worked out. Cool. What do you think? What do you think? The little guy standing at the fence. Look, he's cute. Just playing outside, waiting. You have the window open. I can hear him a little bit outside. All right. Oh, we're going to do a menu. Maybe we'll save menu for Thursday. What do you think? Should we save the menu for Thursday? Because menu is a lot of fun. You do menu. Oh, and we wanted to be able to change scenes. That's what we wanted to do. Okay, so let's do that. We'll change scenes here. Let's add another option here. So let's come in here and let's add a button for, I don't know, we'll call this Buy Now. Why not? All right. So we got our button for Buy Now. It needs a action. And in our code, we need, this is Buy Now button. Sure, call it that. It's going to make our controller from the Fxml file. Should add our button for us. We should have a new option here. Here we go. So what we need to do, with this idea, we have a stage, and we put scenes on the stage. We need to be changing the scene. And I'm going to cheat just a little bit here because I've done this before. And I'm going to go look up how I did it before. It's not off the top of my head, but that's okay, right? It's all right. You don't have to keep this stuff in the top of your head. So there we go. Okay. So what we're going to do in our code is we're going to go get the stage. You can find the stage. Now we have to cast it as a stage here. Is my button, Buy Now button, dot get scene, Buy Now button, dot. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the method name here. Shoot, no, I wanted the button. I wanted the button. Oh, I forgot to give it a name. That's what I have to do. I have to give the button a name. Buy Now button clicked. There we go. And this is the Buy Now button. All right, we'll fix that up, and then we'll make our controller. There we go. All right, that's happier. So when we click it, so we need the stage equals a new, I'm sorry, not a new stage. This is our Buy Now button dot get scene, and from the scene you can get the window that it window that it belonged in, and the window there is our stage. Yes, import the stage. Okay. Once we have the stage, then we get to do the same loader thing like we did over here in our start here. Okay. So we're going to go set up a parent. There's a root. Yep, that's fine. Include. Now this is the, I don't know, we'll call it like next page. Oh, this is the Buy Now, right? This is our Buy Now. Fxml. We'll load it, and then we'll set the scene just like we did. So scene equals new scene, given the root. Right, that's the Fxml page we're going to load here in a second. Yes, add the imports. I said import. Add the import, please. Okay, and then we'll set stage.show. We'll flip it over. So we need to go add, what is it not like? Uh-oh, we might have an IO exception. Did we do that over here? Oh yeah, we throw the exception. Sure. mean, I guess we could put it on a try catch. It's probably the better thing to do, right? Catch. Exception. I don't know. Do something if that doesn't work. I expect that probably to always work, but that's okay. Maybe it doesn't. Okay. So we need to go add a new page. So add a new empty Fxml. This is our buy now Fxml. We want a controller for it. I'll finish. And let's open this one here. Google is my memory, yeah. No, you don't need to cite the textbook. Sorry, Snake. I've got to remember I've got another screen over here now. It used to be up above and it would trigger for me, but I'm not seeing it now. Yeah, no, I expect you to copy stuff out of the textbook. I mean, like if you copy paste a whole bunch of his stuff, like character for character, you should probably cite that. But if you're like, oh, hey, I got the idea for this control, don't bother, right? Like we're all learning it from somewhere. All right. You are a winner. Okay, we're winners here if we get to this page. There we go. Fix that. And then maybe we want to be able to put that data, we're going to send it somewhere here. So this is our, we'll blank it out for now. We'll put in here, this is our text label. Okay. So we should be able to load it. It should work. Give it a shot. Google is your dad. Bye now. Uh-oh. Where'd it go? It didn't launch. Okay. It's the wrong one. This one. Scene. Oh, we didn't set the scene. Stage.set scene. No wonder it's yelling at me. Set the scene, given the scene. And then we show the stage. So we have to change the scene. We loaded it, but we didn't set it. Let's try that. Excuse me. All right, now we'll buy now. Look at that, you're a winner. But we didn't pass any information here. Right, that's kind of a bummer. It didn't, you know, didn't give it anything. So what we need to do here, this is where it gets fun, is we're going to come to our controller and we're going to add a constructor. We're going to buy now Fxml controller, and then this constructor here, right, we're going to leave the no argument constructor. We're going to add one that takes an int for value. And we'll say we need a int for value. We'll say this value equals the value. Okay. Otherwise, value equals 0. Right, if we don't tell it, we'll assume it's 0. If we do tell it, we'll give it a value. Okay, and then when we initialize, then I can set my text label. Text label. Didn't I put it there? I didn't get a text label. Buy now. Oh, where's the buy now page? Buy now Fxml. Can the final project be a cookie clicker? No, we need something more than a cookie clicker. Oh, I thought I put it here. Text label. There we go. Save. Make our controller. There we go. We'll set the text label. Set text to the value. That needs to be integer toString given the value. Okay. Now we hooked it up so that we should be able to pass it a value. I'll buy now. Oh, it's 0. We want to be able to pass it the actual value we're giving it, right? If I set my slider, say to 40, I want to be able to pass it to 40. Well, I didn't yet. I only passed it. It's defaulting to 0. So we need to go call that now. So we do, after we make all this here, we load it, we're going to go and set the controller for it. So that's my root.set controller. Nope, not the root. Scene, right? Set controller? Nope. Where's the set controller? Oh my goodness. Controller. I had it here. I think I'm doing it with the wrong object. Let's see. Where'd it go? Nope. Nope. There we go. I found the right one here. Get it? Load it? No, that's not. I don't know where to go. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh, we need the whole loader? Okay. That's right. So we got an extra step here. So we get an Fxml loader, called the loader, equals a new Fxml loader. And we get the class, get the resource. There we go. So we change our step up. That's what we do. Okay. Then we need to make the controller. So this is our buy now controller. Controller equals a new controller. We just have to do these things in the right order. And we can hand it the integer value. That's our, oh man, so it's integer parseInt text field get value, get text. Goodness. And then a semicolon. So we create the controller given the value of our text field. Okay, then we're going to load. So now I can call my loader.load. And I can save that then as my parent root. So we take an extra step. So previously what we were doing here, right, we were saying loader load this thing, the get class, get resource. So we're taking a step back and we're saying, hey, before I load it here, right, get it ready to load, but then change the controller. Don't use the default controller. I want to use this one here. Then I can load it, and then I can set the scene. So now we should be able to pass that value there. Let's give that a shot. And I'm even going to cite my source. I stole this shamelessly from here. Look at that. Passing into the Fxml. Google or Bing is your friend. Let's give it a shot. So let's see. Can we pass a value? Let's pass 42. Oh, uh-oh. Still a 0. Uh-oh. Did not load it. It didn't get it. I didn't set the controller. Oh, goodness. I created the controller. Loader.setController. Given the controller. See, this is why. So, okay. All right. Here. NetBeans is helpful. And I'm just oblivious here. Because you notice controller is kind of in this gray. And it says it's never used. No, it doesn't make them terribly slow. So it was trying to tell me, I went through all this work to make a controller, never did it. Now I need to set the controller to tell it, hey, use this one when you do load. There we go. Follow all the right steps, and it ought to work for you. Let's give it a run. Let's go to 42. Uh-oh. Can't click. There. 42. Buy now. Buy now. It's broken. It's broken. Stretch. Oh. All right, I broke it. Stop. All we had to do was that one liner. Maybe we're getting an exception. Print out our exception. Let's try it again. All right, set it to a value. Buy now. Oh, controller value already specified. Okay, it did fail. Did I do it in the wrong order? Did it in the wrong order. Let's give it a shot. Let's see. We're getting close. So we have the controller. Make the loader. Make the controller. Set the controller. Loader dot. Let's see what we got here. We should be able to change it here. Let's see. Get controller. I just want to set it. It's not letting me set it. Wonder if we can kill this one here. Try it one more time. I'm crossing my fingers. Get some value. Nope. Controller value already specified. Okay. Does not like that. I know Fxml 7. And it doesn't load. All right, we can do better. Wait, let's do better. Let's do this. Instead of this here, we'll just add a method. Public void. That initializes it though. Let's see. All right. So forget the controller. Go back to what we had before. Get. Oh no, we still need the Fxml loader. Shoot. All right, so we still need the loader. Loader. New loader. XML. There we go. Okay. Loader dot get controller. We can get the controller out. Let's try that and see if we can set it there. This is my buy now XML controller. All right, almost got it. Almost got it. Controller dot set value. No, set value. Given integer dot or no. Yeah, integer dot parse int. Given the text field dot get text. Okay, and then we get a parent root equals my loader.load. Let me set the stage. Oh, is it lagging again? Oh no. We're so close. We are so close. Excuse me. Yeah, it's dead. Oh, is it coming back now? Might be dead. Am I back? Alright, maybe we're back. I think, yeah, maybe it came back, maybe it didn't. So we'll call it a day. We're out of time anyway. I will get this working. We're so close to getting it working here. So close. And we'll have some fun. Alright, you folks take care. I'll see you around.